Okay, so obviously we had a disastrous CNN town hall this week, which they look desperate as fuck to try and pick up the Fox News audience that was recently left Fox News because of the firing of Tucker Carlson. And um, I think that what's happening right now in the last few weeks is that there's a general epiphany happening amongst viewers of cable news who a lot of us already realized that they were manipulating us. Um, but it's so blatant at this point that a lot of people who were on the fringe are now realizing this too, right? Especially with this sort of like battle over the audience, right? So there have been several progressive live streamers who have covered the topic about how, I mean, I couldn't even like stand 5 minutes of it. I had it playing in the background. I couldn't even stand like 5 minutes of it. But CNN, I think, is even getting more criticism than Trump is, which they obviously, Trump deserves criticism, CNN deserves criticism. Um, and CNN especially because their cleanup work, their follow up after that town hall has been to bring on an election denier, somebody who supports the big lie. That's one of the segments that I saw getting covered. And then Anderson Cooper came out with this weird effing apology. It's like they live in these 24-hour news cycles, but they realize this one is going to last for a little bit because it was so bad. And are unwilling to admit that they gave him extra coverage during the 2016 cycle. They gave him a lot of extra coverage. They gave him a lot of name recognition. And here they're setting themselves up to do it again, right? They want to do this again. And Anderson, dude, I'm sorry, but no, we don't have to watch liars on television, especially stacked with an audience of Trump supporters. Not an acceptable environment for a news. You call yourselves news when you've just proved that you're entertainment news, just like Fox is. And I don't know who the fuck was entertained by that. And to say that the audience represented 50% of America is some bullshit. None of the polls represent that. Show me some goddamn polls. That audience was entirely Trump supporters. They laughed at inappropriate times, they cheered at inappropriate times, and I cannot remember a single person that got called up. Granted, I could barely watch it. I can't remember a single person that got called up that said that they did not vote for him in the last election. Even Fox News is criticizing you for how fucking stacked that was. That was so terrible. But everybody's covering it at this point because they know it's going to get them clicks, right? So y'all getting clicks from this bullshit. And the reality is, for those of us who have something in the game, like our reproductive rights, we're a little worried that if you keep pumping this bullshit up and being like, okay, CNN, well, you fucked up, but Trump makes good content, right, Hassan? He makes good content. That's a very convenient answer for dudes. Very convenient. Anderson, what the hell even? Don't you like I can't like if once you read the script that they wrote for you to say, didn't you have any objections to it? Any objections to it? What are you hoping to accomplish by throwing his name in the news all the time? That's exactly what he wants from you. And that's what he got from you in the 2016 cycle. When's the Biden town hall? Huh, Anderson? When's the Biden town hall? You guys are full of shit.